I don't know if that's actually the sound, but we're gonna go with it. The Star Destroyer.
Alice building dreams with blocks, stacking high and fast, creating worlds and schemes. Yeah, he's built to last. Colors burst like fire, every beat's a win. In this Lego land of ours, let the fun begin. Set the stage with bricks.
So this is the Imperial Star Destroyer, which, fun fact, is the second ship we ever see in Star Wars ever. The first ship being the Tantive 4. If you have seen the original Star Wars, I mean, if not, why haven't you at this point? I mean, come on, it's one of the most popular movies of all time. At the very beginning of the movie, after the whole text crawl thing, you see the little Tantive 4 flying forward, followed by this massive behemoth of a ship following behind it. It is the most iconic opening shot of a movie ever. And it really cements just how big this thing is. I mean, this is basically like our version of a frigate. Like, I'm pretty sure they designed this based off of like military naval battleships. Like, cause it just looks like it, but in space. So this particular set is set number 75394, the Star Destroyer that came out last year, 2024. It's got a ton of features. One of my favorites being you can flick these levers back and forth to move the guns on the sides, which is very neat. You don't see that feature on any of the other LEGO Star Destroyers, so it's neat that they added that little thing. It's also got flick fire missiles on the top where you press these little Technic pieces down to fire it. Yeah, and you can also open this top part up and pop this little handle out and use that to fly it around, but I don't really think it's that practical because when you're moving it around, it looks like it's rocking back and forth, and that's not really how the Star Destroyer flies. I mean, you could make it fly like that if you wanted to. I just think it's pretty goofy. But, you know, it's there if you want to. It's easy to carry it that way too, instead of just cupping it like this. It's got those 3 big boosters on the back, which you can actually rotate for some reason if you want it. And I like how lightweight this is, at least to me. This set was very controversial when it came out because people said it was too small compared to the rest of the LEGO Star Destroyer sets that have came out in previous years. And I agree, it is a little smaller, but at the same time it is sturdier and it's much more easier to move around and play with because at the end of the day this is a set for children. It's a play scale set for children to play around with. So this is actually the second Star Destroyer set I owned. The first one I owned came out in 2006, and that one was a lot longer than this one, but it was also a lot more fragile. Unfortunately, it is completely broken in pieces. I broke it intentionally because I wanted to use it for parts, but anyway. And so I could see where LEGO is coming from making this smaller and more sturdier, because back when I was a kid and I was playing with that original Star Destroyer in 06, it was flimsy and it was pretty big. Like if I like barely touched it, it would like break at the bottom, I remember. And it was just hard for me to play with as a kid. So I could definitely see why they made the new one like this, because it's a lot easier to maneuver around and it's much sturdier. Like I'm shaking this thing around and it's not breaking at all. Like, it's awesome. And of course you can still open it up like the other Star Destroyers, and it's actually very easy to open up. You just take this off, slide this part off, and open up the wings like this, and it evenly folds out onto the table. I remember the 2006 one, you had to like pull a pin or something to open the top part up, and then when you folded the wings down, they would kind of stay up like this, and if you accidentally touch them, they would like break off and fall off. But this is much better designed. It's got these like hinge pieces here, and these hinge Technic pieces holding all the wings together. Now, I will admit the interior is a lot smaller than the 2006 interior, but I think it makes up for it in the size. It's got a lot going on. It's got the little command bay right here that you can fit the minifigs on. It's got a little circular hologram thing showing little diagrams and such. It's got a little table here. These are like little screens back here, little boxes. I remember in the older one they had a weapon rack back here, which is why I was thinking it was there in the last one, but I guess it wasn't. And also I remember in the older 2006 model, this whole top part had an interior to it, but this one doesn't because it's smaller and they're not able to incorporate an interior, which I think is all right, you know, for the play scale size that it is. It also comes with a bunch of minifigs. I actually really like the minifig selection in this one. First of all, we got the man, Darth Vader. You gotta have Darth Vader in this. We had Darth Vader in every other Star Destroyer set, so we got to put him in this one, of course. Next we have a Stormtrooper, standard Stormtrooper, the modern Stormtrooper minifigs. I don't understand all the animosity with the modern Stormtrooper minifigs. I think they look fine. Sure, their helmets may be a little big for their bodies, but the helmet shape is actually pretty accurate to the movies, so I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Then we have an Imperial crew member. He's got a gray suit on and a little black hat. And then we have Commander Prahi. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but a commander guy. We got an Imperial Navy trooper. I really like the helmet on these guys. It's almost like Darth Vader's helmet, but not quite. It's wider, and obviously the face is showing. So, but I like them. They're cool. Second to last, we have the Imperial Gunner. These guys, I believe, gun the Death Star itself. They control the lasers and such, and I like their helmet design too. They're really cool. But since this is a 25th anniversary set, we've got one more minifig, which is a 25th anniversary minifig. This is Cal Kestis from the video game series Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. And I really like that we got him. I was really hoping we would get him in the BD1 buildable set, but instead we just got like a mini BD1 in that and not Cal himself. But luckily we got him here, so that's good. Unfortunately, he doesn't come with the poncho. What? Where's his poncho, Lego? Even the actor himself is wondering where his poncho is.
How has Cal evolved since we last saw him? What's going on with him?
Well, first thing I noticed is he's not wearing a poncho.
Cameron!
But yeah, I really like the minifig selection in this set. I like that it's not just a bunch of Stormtroopers. They actually made all these minifigs like unique to this set. I'm pretty sure they're all unique to this set. They might not be, I don't know. One of my favorite parts of this has to be the little command bridge here. Like in the movies, you can put minifigs up on the middle part here and then put minifigs sitting down on the bottom here at the computers and such, which is accurate to the movies. I also just realized that there's actually a little mouse droid over here. It's so tiny, but it just sits in the corner of this, and I like that. I like that they put a little mouse droid next to this little like medical bay thing here. Unfortunately, one thing that's missing from this Star Destroyer that was in the 2006 model is Vader's isolation chamber thing. His meditation chamber, that's what it is, this little meditation chamber. They had a mini meditation chamber, I remember, in the corner here of the old Death Star, which they couldn't incorporate here because it's so small, but oh well. You can actually fit all the minifigs nicely in here, in the flooring here, which is nice. And like I said, it's you know, it is a play scale model. It's not like the big $500 UCS model. This is meant for play, you know. And but even though it is for play, you can display this too. You know, it's like, you know, it still looks good for display purposes. Like I do like the greebling on it, and how from far away you can definitely tell that this is indeed a Star Destroyer. Like I feel like this is a very accurate depiction of a Star Destroyer for a play scale model, especially with the little balls. I like the balls on the top here, and this little like printed window piece looks cool too. I don't know, I feel like this set gets a lot of flack, maybe due to the price as well. I mean, this retails for $160, unfortunately, which is $60 more expensive than the 2006 model that came out all those years ago. Inflation really hit us LEGO fans hard. But still, for the price you're paying, I feel like you're definitely not getting a bad set. I mean, this is a pretty good set, especially, you know, especially for kids. I'd say it makes a good Christmas present, to be honest. Which is funny that I say that because the 2006 model I actually got for Christmas. Anyway, I like it, personally. You know, I think it's good to have a Star Destroyer regardless of what kind you get, depending on what your wallet will allow. So that's my review of this Star Destroyer. What do you think of it? Do you have it? Do you want it? Leave your thoughts down below. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta chase down the rebels for the Death Star plans. So, see ya.
Alice building dreams with blocks, stacking high and fast, creating worlds and schemes. Yeah, he's built to last. Colors burst like fire, every beat's a win. In this Lego land of ours, let the fun begin. Set the stage with bricks,